Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Baddies Caribbean, Season 5, Episode 7. Welcome to Puerto Rico. So let's get into it. So it continues off with, well, not even, with the girls packing up, getting ready so they can board the PJ to head to Puerto Rico. While doing so, everybody done talk to each other, whatever. It comes to the point where Scotty, she can't find her passport. She's thinking that it was in one of the bags that they already took downstairs so they can go ahead and ship it to the airport. So she's now crying, and Natalie's like, in her confession, she was like, we're not going to wait for you. But then at the same time, she was like, we're not going to leave you here. Like, what the heck? Why are you contradicting yourself? You said all that stuff in your confessional. And then you're going to play safe to her face like you was on her side. Like, girl, please. Goodbye. So, Tinka and Slim, they became like this. They shared room, so they was getting their stuff packed and whatever. Jayla and Sapphire done packed up their stuff. And, yeah, basically everybody was just on the move to, like, head to Puerto Rico. Come to find out, Gretchen, she's still with the girls, so she's going to get there. When she get there, Dia, she had to find a new way to get there because, you know, all she knows is Barbados, so she had to find another route to get there. So she's still coming. Some of the reserves, I think, or the new replacements are supposed to be coming. I'm not sure. We don't know. Asian Doll's supposed to be meeting them up in Puerto Rico too. So yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. So eventually, who was it? Was eventually one of the executive producers, they found Scotty's passport, so that was a go. Because the whole entire time Natalie was making jokes. So they probably was like, oh yeah, she's gonna be happy that she found it so that they can just, you know, ride on about the time, whatever the case would be. So that was situated. Alright, so now you got Diamond, Natalie, Sapphire, Jayla, and Scotty. Those are the 5 people on the first PJ. And then you got, thanks a lot of them. Tinka, Meatball, Biggie, Taseki, Mariah, and a couple of others on the second PJ. So everybody's, you know, having a good time, you know, catching up, talk about how was it in Barbados. Some said it was good. Some said they don't like the part of it fighting. I get it because I didn't like it either, but it is what it is. So eventually they all make it to Puerto Rico. They have this beautiful house that looks like a house hotel in Old Juan, San Juan, whatever. Beautiful. It looks so contemporary but modern at the same time. So it's just like, okay, it's giving vibe. But everybody hated the fact that there was a whole bunch of stairs. But it is what it is. Sometimes beggars can't be choosy. Like, you gotta, that's what you pick. That's what you pick. It is what it is. So everybody then got into the house. They done settled in a little bit. So I think it's still the same day, whatever the case may be. So, who was it? Slim, Natalie, they're downstairs talking. Next thing you know, Sapphire and Diamond joins in, and then they start talking about, you know, all this other stuff. And Natalie also told them that we're going to hold a house meeting because of the Gretchen situation. The Asian Dolls coming out with them for dinner that night. There was just a lot going on. Diamond finally addressed Slim about the whole situation between her, Tinka, and Dia, and Slim felt some type of way, but eventually, you know, Diamond deflected, and then, you know, it was cordial. It was like, as long as there's no fighting, we're good. After that, once Diamond found out that Asian Doll was coming, she just wanted to know, like, why did she unfollow me? Like, she followed me first, and I followed her back, and then she unfollowed me, and it was like, what the heck, what's the issue with that? So it was like, Slim was like, you just being petty at this moment. So then, Nadia was telling them, like, they need to get ready so they can get up, go ready to get dinner. So meanwhile, while they're doing that, everybody's having a good time or whatever. Callie supposedly meets up with Gretchen to talk to her about the whole situation. She basically tells her side of the story, but at the same time, Callie was feeling offended because, you know, she kept saying it. Like, how many times somebody gonna tell you that you can't say regardless of what you think is true? Just don't say it around us, because that just makes us feel uncomfortable. Like, that word was used as a way to oppress us and to keep us, you know, in one lane, like, move accordingly. But no, it's not just because you got black this, black that. No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Trust me. It don't work that way. So, after that, they held a house meeting. Callie comes in to talk to Natalie. Like, listen, I tried to talk to her. Ooh. Oh, sorry, guys. So, I tried to talk to her and tell her, like, listen, I felt offended too. And it's just like, we're going to see what she's going to say. We're going to let her say what she got to say and then get it off our chest. So, Callie leaves out. Everybody else starts coming down. Jayla, I'm surprised. She put on her big girl panties and basically apologized to Biggie because, like, what they did was uncalled for. Like, Natalie, you should apologize to her because you let that stuff go on. Like, you knew what you was doing and it is what it is. So, eventually, Jayla and Biggie, they handshaked it out, hugged it out, and then Natalie got up and gave them both a hug, was crying. Like, it was just, that moment right there, I was just like, yes, that was a good turning point of this season that I'm really here for. And I was just like, yes, I'm really proud of Jayla and Biggie because they've come a long way. Like, why couldn't the girls be like them? You saw how they fought. They could still be around each other. They just don't say nothing to each other. But this might be a great turning point that they might actually be friends. I was like, yes. So, after that, Callie comes in with Gretchen. And she basically tried to prove her point again. Like, I say this, not even that the, tears of endearment of out of derogatory terms and stuff like that. But Jayla, she still feels some type of way because she bit her, and that scar is just like, oh my gosh, she really did her dirty. Like, I could see why Jayla was constantly getting upset, even when she was on the PJ. They was talking about it earlier. That, yeah, it was just getting to her, like, she couldn't take it. It was like, every time I see you, I just want to punch you in the face. So eventually she gets there, and here goes Gretchen again. She starts talking about it again. It's just like, oh, you snuck me. Talk about Meatball. No, obviously, do you realize she ain't sneaky for no reason? I mean, she probably blindsided you, but I don't think she snuck you because you ain't see it coming. She's like, yeah, them two done got in it again. Next thing you know, Meatball done dragged her to the floor, and they just start going in at, like, this episode was crazy, but in a good crazy. Like, they didn't even make it to the dinner yet. So, for the next episode, it shows Asian Doll and Mariah, they got some issues going on, and they started to fight too. They wanted to fight at dinner, that didn't happen. Then they go on ATV riding and stuff like that. They want to fight there too. Anna finally comes back to the show. Yes, honey. And I believe that's everything. I did. Okay. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it. And y'all stay tuned and catch on up with all the tea. So, with that being said, I'll see y'all the next one. Bye.